We got Fema barges going to Hawaii, ladies and gentlemen. You got to be kidding me. They're sending these Fema barges, to Hawaii. A flotilla of Fema barges, each able to hold 2,000 people in cramped conditions, set sail from a secret staging area near San Diego and is currently en route to Hawaii, says a FEMA employee speaking under condition of anonymity. The vessels, he said, departed California June 5 and traveling at a speed of 20 knots will arrive in Hawaii on the 11th. Rather than berth at Port Allen or Hilo Harbor, the ships will drop anchor 10 miles offshore and use powerboats to ferry displaced persons to one of three FEMA housing ships, Fema barges. But FEMA is on no mission of mercy. Anyone escorted onto a FEMA barge will be incarcerated and transported to a mainland FEMA encampment in Region 9. There they will be held captive by a controversial agency with a long history of imprisoning people against their will. FEMA is trying to avoid the same mistakes it made during Hurricane Harvey, which caused $125 billion in damages to the Houston metropolitan area. Floods inundated hundreds of thousands of homes and displaced over 50,000 people. In the storm's aftermath, FEMA sprang into action, but not to help. FEMA barges the size of container ships were spotted near Port Arthur and Corpus Christi. The agents acting under the authority of the United States government herded 17,000 disposed people into floating prisons. FEMA wants to be discreet in Hawaii. They don't want to leave a big footprint like they left in Texas. That's why they're keeping the big ships 10 miles offshore. I hope people are smart enough to avoid us and not get on the boats. Otherwise, they'll be carted off to camps, just like what happened to the people in Texas who haven't been heard of now in over a year. I don't know what happened to them. I don't want to know. I know everyone put on a boat is microchipped and pretty much imprisoned in the worst possible conditions. Single prisoners, he added, are housed in 6 by 9 foot compartments with a cot and a toilet. Families are given slightly larger accommodations, but the atmosphere still reeks of a jail cell. Doors remain locked 24 hours a day. Everyone receives cold cereal for breakfast, a sandwich for lunch, and lukewarm soup and other surplus entrees for dinner. There is no consideration for hygiene or sanitary conditions, our source said. Lice infestations are common. There are no shower facilities. Rats are everywhere. I've heard of stories of people getting gnawed to bits in their sleep, but that might be hyperbole. There's typically only one doctor and one nurse aboard each ship, and they don't even want to be there. If I were in Hawaii, I'd rather deal with the lava and volcanic ash than my own people. He said FEMA will likely track Hawaiians onto the ships. They'll say there's a cruise ship waiting offshore to shuffle them to safety, or some other outlandish lie. By the time anyone sees the FEMA coffin carrier looming on the horizon, it's too late. What will they do? Jump into the water and swim for it 7 or 8 miles from land? In closing, he offers a few words of wisdom to any Hawaiian encountering a FEMA agent. Run, hide, but do not get on the ship. What the hell is going on? So this is this guy's take on it. And I'll leave that below. But hold on. Let's go. Because apparently these things are, beware. Hawaii FEMA barges are the newest form of FEMA camps. Dave Hodges Show, FEMA barges en route to Hawaii. Watch, alert, FEMA barges heading to Hawaii. USAF considers bombing Kilauea to divert lava flow. What the hell? FEMA barges heading to Hawaii. USAF considers bombing Kilauea to divert lava flow. There are the FEMA barges right there. Oh, that's a video. Wait, hold on. Oh, it's just that? Alright, let's get the hell out of that.
At the photos surrounding the situation involving Kilauea on the big island of Hawaii. And I, for the life of me, cannot understand why the media is not playing this up to a larger extent. Tourism is in the toilet now. They're fighting over a dead dog. I don't know why they're not telling the people the truth, and I don't know why they're not taking protective action. Hi, everybody. This is Dave Hodges. I'm the host of The Common Sense Show, and we are the show that is freeing America one enslaved mind at a time. Ladies and gentlemen, when we take a look at the situation involving Hawaii and Kilauea, it has gone from bad to worse. But let me throw one more thing in here. Let's forget the 2 villages that have been overrun by lava. Let's forget the geothermal plant where we're told, that everything that could be flammable and dangerous has been evacuated. Yeah, I've got some swampland in Florida, if you want to believe that. Under those circumstances, they didn't have time to evacuate those chemicals. Absolutely no way. And people in this industry have told me this repeatedly. They said, Dave, don't believe the lies. Well, let me tell you something else that's beginning to float out there. And I'll tell you what the rumor is, and then I'll tell you what I've been able to find out. FEMA is sending barges to Hawaii. I've been able to confirm that is true. That rumor that we've been reading about for a day and a half on the net is true. Now, the question is, are the barges there to evacuate people en masse should things really turn south? Or are they there as a recovery operation for what will have already happened? So I put this to a couple of my insider sources, and I got mixed answers. I came away with the distinct feeling that they're just going to have these barges on hand come what may. They don't know what's going to happen. I want to say this again. The authorities do not know how bad this is going to get. Yet we're not taking dramatic action to protect maximum amount of lives. This is sheer depraved indifference, and it just, for the life of me, is baffling. Wait and see, and I'll tell you one thing. If I had a vacation scheduled for Hawaii, I would say 2 things. No and hell no. That's it for the Common Sense Show. Thanks for joining us.
Wait a minute. What the hell is going on? I'll leave that link right there. Copy that. What is going on? I told you something's hinky in Hawaii. So they're considering bombing to divert lava flow, and we know for sure they're sending FEMA barges. I don't know if people are going to get chipped and all this stuff, but they are sending FEMA barges. Wow. FEMA barges en route. Holy hell. These are the new ones right here. These are the new ones. No. What happened to that? Go back. Go to that one. There's the new FEMA barges, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like a prison, a floating prison. Looks like a floating prison. I mean, does it not? Does that thing look inviting? Wow. That does not look inviting. Geez, sorry about that. So these things are apparently going to Hawaii. We know what happened during Hurricane Harvey. People were reporting people getting shot, people finding people with bullets. I don't know if that was embellished, but we do know that people were being rounded up on these things. I don't know. I got a bad feeling. Let me know what you've heard. Let me know what you think. Very sketchy. I would not, and I'll say this again. I said this during Hurricane Harvey. I would not get on one of these things. There's no way I would get on one of these things. Absolutely never would step foot on one of these things. But what about if something catastrophic happens? You know, these things are looming 10 miles off the coast of Hawaii. All of a sudden they're bombing, they're doing something. I mean, who knows what the hell is going on? Seems like an operation. Take care. I'm out of here.